Hi, all. This is Dr. J streaming live from, you guessed it, Long Island, New York, where the weather is chilly pre-winter, well, maybe winter. We had snow yesterday. So I think, even though it's not officially winter according to the calendar, it certainly feels like it. And as far as the market goes, things are a bit warmer as we picked up a little bit from the down tempo of the day before. We were up even more and closed up about 150 on the Dow. It didn't turn in the best candle in the world. I'm a little disappointed with the overall performance, but I'll take it. A gain is a gain. And as far as the biotechs go, we still have some red hot ones, but some of them certainly have cooled off, like Clovis, giving back quite a bit of its gain. We'll take a look at that. Hey, Greg, how are you doing, fella? Greg is on. Yeah, so I feel pretty good in general about the market, but not so great about Amazon, one of my key holdings. As my wife said, why didn't I buy more Apple instead of more Amazon? Oh well, you can't win them all. Greg is doing great. Did you take your jog through the park today, Greg, in this cold weather, or did you chicken out? I know Greg is doing good with the little penny bios. Some of those penny biotechs are really moving, like ADXS. I don't know if Greg is still in that one, but thanks for alerting us to that one, Greg. I'm sure people appreciate it. Advaxis. Cabinet guy, how you doing? From the Green Mountain State. And Clarence. Hey, Clarence, how you doing? Hey, everybody's like a family here. Greg and Clarence and Cabinet guy. It's really nice. So Greg's play is who's going to Ash and playing those stocks. SRRA, you sold all of it for a nice profit? Okay. And you know who's been missing from the peanut gallery lately? JD. JD, where are you? Greg, have you heard from JD? He's vanished. And I just want to make sure JD is okay. JD, say hey, so at least we know you're, all is well with you up in Dallas, Texas. We have a few others I haven't heard from in a while. Anthony, you're pretty much a regular, so bunch of people really. And Vibrant Vixen says, well, I'm on at an inconvenient time, so she writes comments. At least I know she's doing okay. Jigglypuff was on the other day with us, Clarence, remember? I think you were on with him. Yeah, Kamal Ali's missing. Well, I think he posted maybe not too long ago. Yeah, Jiggly's around. All right, in any event, you guys have anything you want me to look at in particular, or should I look at Clovis, atos, CVM, the usual suspects, Amazon? If you have anything, let me know. I'll throw it into the mix. But, it's been a funny week since Thanksgiving, short trading day Friday. And really we had 3 days where the Dow didn't do much net over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we'll take a look at the Dow as well. All right, I think it's time we go into the charts. So I'm going to share screen, and we'll come back to to you guys for comments. Okay, let's start with the Dow. Always a good place to start. Although Spike likes to start with the SPX, also a good place to start, but I just want to look at the Dow tonight. Friday we'll look at the S&P. I think Spike might be happy. We actually got a little action on his TVIX. Not much, but some. All right. Okay, so this is the slower path to infinity that we drew in this trend line. And it was following it nicely after getting out of its Zoom channel. And what happened? It abruptly left on one sell-off day on Monday, pretty bad sell-off, followed by a worse day on Tuesday, followed by a rebound on Wednesday. So where are we now? We're kind of like at support from yesterday's low, which was, what was it, 27,325. So 27,325 looks like an excellent spot for support. It's a very nice support line. And then just below that, we have the 50 for further support. So the Dow looks like it may come back, retest this lower level, and then move up again. I have every confidence that 30,000 is around the corner. Maybe not by the end of the year, but soon. So it might take a little bit longer than what I originally thought to get to that 30K, but we'll get there. We have nice support here, 27,325. Over here, 27,300. Further down at about 27,000, excellent support. And then we have the 100 at about 26.9. So we have support all the way down to 26.9, and below that, we have a nice support as well at 26,850. So there's a lot of support below. I think, as I said, when the Dow was zooming up, it's going to go to 30K with some minor pullbacks, maybe 3% pullback. So what was our big pullback from the high here? The high was about 28,000. So subtract 280 times 3, 840 from that. Even if you subtract 1,000 from that, you get 27,174. So 3%, we have a comfortable cushion. I think 27,000, I think we looked at that as support. Even that is only a small pullback. So even if it tests 27,000, I think we're good. I think it'll bounce off of it. I don't think we get that low. I think we get maybe a retest of the Tuesday low, or maybe the 50. But I don't think we're going to get to the 27,000 mark. The markets do look a little weak to me. We were up higher and we closed basically in a doji, almost a gravestone doji, not quite. And it's not coming at the very top, so it's not ominous. I consider gravestone dojis for the Dow ominous if they occur at a top, like it did here back in July 16th. We lost quite a few points. I don't think that's the case at all with this particular candle. All right, so let's take a look at Amazon, which is getting Dr. J nervous. I don't get nervous, but it's making me feel a little queasy. Amazon.com taking its time loading. Take your time, I don't care. We're not going anywhere. Got time. Time is on our side. 1760 closed, down 0.5% on a day that most stocks were green. So we don't like that. We don't like the close near the bottom, at the bottom, really, at the bottom of the candle. Don't like that. Don't like the upper wick with no bottom wick. There's a lot of things I don't like about today's candle. What I do like is it stopped at the 50. So we found support at the 50, at least temporarily. If it goes through that, we're looking at this trend line as support. So I think we can get some support just at the low of either the low of Tuesday, which is 1747, or just below that, maybe 1740. So I see support there, then I see support at 1723, and then we have support at 1700 and support at 1672. So there's lots of levels of support, but the problem with that is it's like the elevator going down. I don't like it. And I don't know what floor it's stopping at exactly. And if you look at this picture, resistance is up here at 18 what? The high was 1825. So we have resistance up here. And what we could have is some kind of filling in of this triangle. And we have to bear with this pattern right into January, a pattern of slow growth all the way up to 1825. And if that's the case, I would have to put Amazon, if I were an analyst, at an underperform against the market as a whole. Does that mean you sell it? I personally am not selling any shares, because for me, it's an intergenerational stock. So it goes down, it goes down. I mean, it has potential to hit some of those lower numbers that I just rattled off. And when it does hit this 1820 or retest that 1825 level, it may very well fail that test and dip below the upper trend line, this trend line here. And if it does that, it could be looking at the lower levels that I mentioned, 16, what was the low of the day here? Back in October, the low was 1695. We could be looking at 1700, 1695. So while the good news is I don't foresee a big drop, the bad news is I don't foresee a big move up either. I see a pattern of slower growth. So that's where we are with Amazon. And let's take a look now at CVM, an old favorite biotech, getting closer to data every day. And Lil Birdie is a popular Twitter tweeter. Lil Birdie on the CVM StockTwits board gave a cryptic message saying to the effect, although it's cryptic, that watch for January 20th. So January 20th, maybe news, I guess, according to Lil Birdie, who's been tweeting out some pretty good forecasts. We don't know who Lil Birdie is, but Dr. J has a sneaky idea who it is, but I ain't saying. All right, so anyway, what does the chart look like here? I'm looking for that $11, but it's a struggle to get there. We're kind of stuck now in a trading range from a low of 721 to a high of, let's say, 775 seems to be the trading range. And we need to break this high before we make my $11. That's 8.25 has to be taken out. So we'll wait and see. If 8.25 is taken out, I may add some more shares. I tweeted to, I don't remember how, I was one of my stock twits buddies that I probably wouldn't be adding anymore, but I might. If it takes out 8.25, I might look to swing to 11. Last time I looked to swing, I didn't swing when I was supposed to swing, and I'm still in it. So that was from 687. I guess I could always sell that portion anytime I want for now, but I don't want. So I decided not to swing, but to hold on that portion that I added. All right, so that's CVM. There's no real news. We're in a wait state for data on the head and neck cancer trial. Clovis is an interesting stock that had a phenomenal run-up, followed by a bit of a sell-off. Let's see, CLVS. Let's see what it did today. I'm not sure how it closed today, but I added a little. I think I added at 11.50. Well, I'm making since I added, but not by much. It was all over the place today, as you can see. How was the volume? Let's see. The volume was not tremendous. So while this is a candle that I don't love, a tiny little red body with an upper and lower wick defining most of it. And the good news is that there was not much volume. So I like that. The other good piece of news is it closed higher than the day before, which I like. So let's call this candle a neutral kind of candle for Clovis, even though it looks horrid because, compared to the highs of 1737, the low that it made today at 1139 is kind of scary. But all in all, I'd say it's not a terrible candle. It looks like it has resistance now at the 200. So it has to overcome the high of the day today, which was 1315. Close above 1315 and we run again. That would be the optimistic point of view. And the pessimistic point of view is we go all the way down to lower levels, like around as low as 850, 835, something like that, which is possible with these biotechs, which are extremely volatile. So fasten your seatbelts. It's unclear which way it's going to go. There'll probably be news of a new drug application. I believe that's coming. Although I haven't been following the fundamentals very carefully, I believe that's coming. And that might create a pop or it might create a sell-off. You never know which way news is going to be taken either, because it is expected. The NDA, that is expected. And when it's expected, it's factored in, and it might sell off on that news as opposed to go up. So what would make it go up? Well, if it went down enough, whatever that is. And I'm being as cryptic as little birdie, maybe. Anyway, I'm not disappointed, but I'm not enthralled with the candle from today for Clovis. Let's take a look at some other takeout possibilities. I consider Clovis a takeout possibility. ACAD I consider to be a takeout possibility.
I'm listening.
Siri, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, not again.
Siri is a very funny woman. I just want to check in with you guys on StreamYard before I continue. snss, you're down some. I will chart it, yes. atos, yes. So I'll do both of them, okay? Do them now. Right after acad, how's that? Then I'll do snss and atos. All right. Jigglypuff likes Antares Pharmaceuticals. I charted it last time. It's looked like it had a big run. He likes it to stay over 5. I'm not sure how it did today, but that was on Friday. Acadia Pharmaceuticals, Vibrant Vixen is in this one, and let's see how this looks. It looks like it was close to testing the 50, but didn't quite hit it, but it came pretty close to the support at the 50, and closed a little bit higher than that, but not, yeah, quite a bit higher than that. So there's a pretty big lower wick today, which is good. It made up a lot of ground that it was losing during the day, so that's all good, all positive. Even though it was down on the day, the candle does not look terrible. And support, we have support over here, and we have support at the 50. So there's support below, not too far below, and we have support also at the low of the day today, which was 42.81. So you're looking at support at let's say 42 area, and then again at this key level, which is let's say 40. So you have a lot of support underneath 42, 40, and the sky the limit really on the upside if it gets bought out. I'm not sure what a fair price is, but even at a 50% takeout, that would be a very nice profit. So there's upside galore. The downside looks, at least in the short term, somewhat limited. And it certainly has support at the low of the big move up at $35. Close below $35, and I'd say you're a loser on this one. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But you can hang in there, just like as you're swing trading it. Sell if it takes out that 35, and sell if it's taken over. Otherwise, stay in it. Just ride it out. ACAD looks like it has that kind of potential. Any other takeouts? We'll get back to takeout possibilities. Let's do Greg's snss. Greg, let me see what that is again. Evil Boy is interested in goos. Goose. All right, let's try to do them all. SNSS real quick. SNSS. SNSS, then A2S, SNSS. Okay, so Greg is good at picking the bottom on these things. Let's see, it looks like we're at pretty close to the bottom, 38 cents. So let's see what we can say technically as my chart reloads. Okay, so let's push this up a little bit because I'm getting confused between the volume and the chart. So the high volume day came here. We had a huge move, a lot of volume back on November 22nd, as it made a nice move that day, but that proved to be the top, at least temporarily. So let's draw in what looks like the trading range for now. So let's put in a horizontal line there. The RSI is nearly in oversold territory. So that's a slightly bullish sign, although I don't pay too much attention because the RSI, I've seen stocks stay in oversold territory for a long time. Yet it could be used for a quick, it could be that it dips its toes into overbought territory and then quickly moves up. That's happened too. Everything in the world has happened. All right, so here we go. 30 cents to 45 cents. And if you tighten that up a little bit by limiting it to the low of the day today, that looks like a very good low because it was the same as the low of the day on 11/14 and 11/15. 11/15 we hit 36 cents. Today we hit a low of 36 cents. So it's basically like forming like a triple bottom here if you throw out this one big candle that dipped to 25 cents. So 35 cents looks like a good support area. Unfortunately, 45 cents is tremendous resistance, but I'm sure there's some kind of story, or Greg wouldn't be in it, something that he's waiting for, maybe the ASH conference or whatever. In any event, I'll let Greg expound on that if he wants to. And technically, we're range bound, and I know you generally don't look for a small profit, but buying, if you were able to have bought like near the bottom today, looking for a dime, you very well might get it. A dime is 30%, close to it. But now it looks like you got to pay, what it closed out? 38 cents roughly, looking for 45. Still a decent profit if you want to try that game. And you'd have to sell if it closed below 35 cents at a loss. Okay, that's where we are technically. Not much I can say when you bottom fishing, and other than good luck, hope whatever your story is happens. And the other one, A2S, let's take a look at that. Cabinet boy likes A2S. A2S, I'm calling it A2S. The real name is Atosa Genetics. All right, let's look at the genetic stock. All of them have been hot lately, the genetic stocks. I sold my ALNY, maybe too early, but I had it for 50% profit, so 120 was not a bad price, tempted me. I did not sell the RWR. Maybe I should have, but I did not. So I'm still holding that one. We have a nice upward trend. So right away, I like the recent action, which I suspected was going to have, that the chart would be showing that, because just from the name of it, genetics, all the gene stocks seem to be rising. I don't know if they're gene editing or an AI, whatever their thing is. So I don't know the fundamentals at all. But if we have a nice little trend line going, and where's resistance? Resistance looks like right in here. So let's just throw that in. Let's just keep it simple here. This looks like a very important point to take out. So we're looking to take out that $1.62 level, I believe it is. $1.56. So we're looking to take out that $1.56 level. And I see growth right up until that time. If we're successful in taking that out, you'll have a nice run. If we're not successful and you sell it at $1.55, it's a nice profit. So however you want to play this one, it looks like an interesting play. You could also draw a horizontal line right where we are pretty much. let's say right from here. And this is interesting also because this has to be resolved quickly. So the trend is up. This has to be resolved quickly. It looks like a test of the, I think we're going to get a test of the 1113 high. So if you're looking for a swing trade, this might not be a bad one at all. And you can put in a tight stop as long as it doesn't go below the lower trend line. Stay in it. Ride it up at least to this level of $1.56. So you buy at $1.44 out of $1.56. That's not bad. Not bad. Almost 10%, right? And if you want to stay in with portion, then you're looking at the 50-day as being resistance. It acted as resistance back on 10/16. It acted as resistance the day before that, and it's come off of it quite a few times. So it's been resistance all the way back to all the way back to August, mid-August. So the 50 is definitely a tough nut to crack. You crack the 50, you're in business. But that would be a good sign that the downtrend is over. Right now, it's unclear that the downtrend is over, but it does look like a decent swing trade in the worst case. And finally, we had one other request. And we'll end after that, I think. I was going to chart others, but ATNM, Goose, Lynn. Okay, you're not late, Lynn. We were early. You're on time. Okay, let's go back and chart Goose. Is that like duck, duck, goose? All right. GOOS. Is this Canadian as well? How did I know? Evil guy gave me a Canadian drug stock to chart the other day, and we did chart it. And now Canadian Goose Holdings. I don't know exactly what they do. Okay, so we bounced off the 200 and it's been in a downtrend, severe downtrend until 1113 when it where it appears to have bottomed. And now we're in an uptrend. We've tested the 50 again and was repelled a few times. So just similarly, we have to get through this 50 before you test the highs on 11.5. But it does look good. $45 is in sight. Had a nice candle today. Failed to hold the 50. We'll probably not go through it. It looks like it's been banging on the door a few times. Maybe next time it goes through it. This is a key level. It goes below this, it could fall quite a bit. So the 37.25 area is danger. So that's how I see this one. Let's draw the danger, the dangerous part. And that's not far from where we closed, right? This low from yesterday has to hold. That low was 37.25. Today's close 39.10. So not that far. On the other hand, what we got to do is close above where we closed today, and we're in good shape. That means we close above the 50. And hopefully that would mean followed by this. I don't think the 100 is tremendous resistance, although it has proven to be a couple of times. So we'd also have to get through the 100. We have these barriers, the 50 to 100, and even the 200 is going to be tested before the highs of, what's the date? Whatever that date is, don't remember. Anyway, before the high of 4509. So before you can get to 4509, you got to go through the 200 at about 4350. So you've got your levels of resistance. You have your level, your support level here. Would I play this? I kind of think I might, because this is a very nice support line going all the way back, at least through. I don't know why I'm having trouble seeing the dates. Maybe I had it too far down. I don't know. I can't get the date. All right, so let's go back. It looks like an interesting play, Canada Goose. If you own it, I'd hold it. I would probably sell if it breaks yesterday's low. That's how it looks. I would hold this one. Evil Boyd, I hope that helped a little bit. NYSC and TSX, you've given me a lot of homework. I've been on a long time, you know. I'll do one more. TSX. TSX for Evil Boy. I think he asked me about this one on Friday and I didn't get around to it. Not available? Oh. Is this one of those .tos? Probably. All right, I'll try the .to. I know you like these Canadian stocks. TSX dot what? Canada. What the heck is this? This must be the one. Because I know you're into Canadian. This is the ETF. Is this the one you mean? I don't even know if this is the one you mean. But it's certainly right at support at the 50. The chart looks very nice. Very nice chart. I don't know if this is what you meant, but it looks like you can buy this pretty safely. It's in bull territory. It moved up off of a bottom. It looks like an attractive buy. It looks bullish. Takes this out. I don't know where it's going to go, but the high of 68.03 looks like it's within reach. So this is an index of some kind. European? I don't know. Is this what you wanted? Probably not, but it's not a bad looking play. Anyway. Okay, that is it apparently. No. D-O-C, I can't read that. D-O-C? D-O-C-J? I can't tell what that is. D-O-C-J? You're giving me crazy tickers here. D-O-C-J. One more look. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Evil Boy. Not available. I give up. I don't know what you want. Maybe it was DOC without the J. I couldn't tell. I'll try it without the J. I'll probably get something else of interest that you didn't want. Physicians Realty. I'm sure that's not what you're interested in. Just I have a strong feeling that's not what you're interested in. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come back to you guys and bid you adieu. Been on a lot longer than I thought or planned on being. Evil boy is smiling. I smile back. Evil boy, you're welcome. I must find time to be more diligent, says Lynn. All right, so you don't have to worry if you're a little bit late to Dr. J. Dr. J was a little bit late. So I'll see you all Friday for Dr. J's Spike and Friends, Friday at 7:30. And we go at least until 8:15. Don't be late, Lynn. Adios, amigos. Ciao. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up.